Hello YouTube, it is Championdjk coming at you yet again with another scale model adult collectible video. This is the Hot Wheels Fast and Furious Fast Rewind set, which is the latest in the Hot Wheels Premium Fast and Furious series. Per usual, there are going to be 5 cars in the set. Those are the 5 right there. There's a quick look at the rear card art. Here's a quick look at the front. We don't really need to look at too much of this. This is kind of an interesting series because it is fast rewind. So they kind of made, if you're familiar with the Then and Now series from Hot Wheels, like sub-series in the main line, it's kind of what's going on here. So starting with this one, and I'll show you what it means. This is the Mazda RX3. Okay, Mazda RX3, this casting's been out just a few times and all pretty much in car culture. So car culture 2016, Japan Historics, 2017 in the Race Day series, and then car culture Japan Historics 2 in 2018. Only had premium releases. Let's go ahead and open it up real quick here. So this is the Mazda RX3. So none of these cars were actually featured in a Fast and Furious film. The only thing that is featured, that was featured in the Fast and Furious film, is the livery or design, graphics design on the vehicles. So this would be a graphic design that was originally in the movies. In one of the movies, I think it was the first one. And again, I say this every time I do these Fast and the Furious car videos. I've never actually seen the movies. I swear to you, I'll watch them eventually. But here you go. So this is what the actual movie car would have looked pretty close to, I guess. This is actually an RX-7. So what they've done is they've taken the livery from one of the cars and then they put it on a more classic version of the car. So this is a Mazda RX-3, obviously an older Mazda vehicle. This does have full deco. This also has full deco. This car is not in the Fast Rewind series. This is in the original Fast series. Same premium Hot Wheels series. It did come out this year, 2019, but it's not in this 5-car set. This is the car you get in this 5-car set. So you can see the livery is pretty much the same, pretty close to the same. It got a little bit of addition there with Toyo tires, and other than that, it's pretty darn close to being the same. And there you have it. So that's the first one there in the original Fast. Not the original Fast, sorry, the Fast Rewind. The next one is the Nissan Skyline C210. Nice to see this casting again. So far we've only seen it once, and it was in the Car Culture Japan Historics 2 in 2018. Quick look at the card art. Pretty basic, and let's go ahead and open it up. Cool looking model. I like this casting quite a bit. It'll be nice to see it come out in another like basic standard color. I believe the first time we saw it was in purple, but here it is. So this would be a then, and then this would be a now, or the actual vehicle from the movie. This was also in the original Fast. Is this R33 Skyline? Gee, ready? Did they make the plate still movie accurate the same? Yes, they did on this one. I don't think they did that on the Mazda. I'm just double checking that. No, they didn't put it on the Mazda, but they did put it on this one. So you've got a more modern Skyline, basically a Skyline C210, so a older Skyline, with the same livery and basically the same color. This is a little bit brighter yellow than this is. Car looks really good. I'm not a fan of this livery or this one. Kind of cheesy, but it's film accurate, right, for that time. The original Fast and Furious, I don't know when that came out, but it was, I don't know, this was probably considered cool then. Alright, so there's that one. Looking pretty decent. Not a bad look. Alright. And then following that up, we've got this one here. This might be the favorite of the set. Well, besides the new model, which we'll get to in a second. This is a Nissan Skyline HT 2000 GTX. And there it is. This is a pretty familiar. This is the most familiar to me, even though I don't watch the movies. This livery. This casting's been out quite a few times. It's got mainline versions and it's got premium versions. Of course, all these cars in this set are premium, so they are going to have metal bodies, metal bases, rubber tires, and full deco. So this has come out also just in a mainline version as well. So here it is. Here's an old version of the movie car, which is going to be this one right here. So there you go. This one also, of course, sports the metal body, metal base, and this GTR R34, I think, was also in the original Fast series, right? Was it? Was it or was it not? Gosh, now I'm not remembering. Well, anyway, it's been out a ton of times too. This car's been out quite a few times, and this one looks good. It's definitely a fan favorite. This car also came out in the mainline Fast and the Furious sets quite a few times, or at least a couple times. Looks good, but this is the car in question here. So the livery is pretty much identical, very, very close anyway. The plate is different, so that's interesting. So this is Too Fast, Too Furious 03, and this one is, so maybe there are two different versions of this car. Maybe this is not the right one. I don't know for sure, but I'm guessing that they would try to make the plates movie accurate. I don't know. I don't know enough about the movies, but these cars do complement each other quite well. They look great together. So you got K&N, Toyo Tires, and Sparco. So that's pretty cool, and yeah. Looks pretty good. It's a nice looking car. Pretty cool. I like the graphics on that one aren't too wild, and that's which makes that one tolerable for me. This one might be the favorite in the series for me. This Nissan Fairlady Z. So this car is really cool, and this car has also had mainline versions out. Debuted in 2016. 2016 mainline, 2017 then it got a mainline and a Super Treasure Hunt release. It's a Geno's Nissan 240Z basically, or Datsun 240Z, but it's a Nissan Fairlady Z because it's a Japanese version, and of course it's right-hand drive, all that good stuff. So this is pretty cool. This one also was seen again this year. It was used in Team Transport 2019, as well as being in the mainline for two different variations. So of course there's a metal body, metal base version of this casting, as well as a metal body plastic base version of this casting for the mainline. It's cool tooling. It's cool casting. I love the color of it being just this charcoal kind of gray, and having this cool kind of livery on it. I don't know which movie the original car is from, but the original car was not released in a premium release. It was only released, as far as I know, it was only released in a kind of a mainline Fast and the Furious release. And here it is, this Nissan. Is this the 350Z? Yeah, it's a Nissan Z. I think 350Z. Yeah, 350Z. So this was in like a mainline Fast and Furious series, and it's a cool looking one. Of course, being a mainline, it's going to have just a metal body, plastic base, but it does have some taillights. It's got some rear detail on it, and it's got tampos on 3 surfaces. Well, pretty much 4 if you count the roof as well. So we'll call this like a semi-premium model. Of course, it's missing the metal base and, you know, rubber tires, or at least the rubber tires. It's not a bad 350Z casting. It's kind of nice, but this one is way cooler. This car was never in the movies, as far as I know. This car was. So that's pretty cool, and that's probably going to be my favorite in the series. Here we have one more to look at, and it's also a pretty neat one too, and that would be this guy right here, the Nissan Silvia CSP 311. This is a brand new tooling, a brand new casting from Hot Wheels, and a pretty cool one at that. pretty cool. All right, so of course, metal body, metal base. Let's take a look around this casting. So there's a couple things I'm seeing right off the bat that make this sort of interesting. One is that the interior is black, yet the bumper piece in front is a chrome plastic, and the bumper piece in back is a chrome plastic. Yet the base is a metal blue, and the body is metal. So that leads me to believe that there's an extra part to this car that you don't normally see on a Hot Wheels. And you know what? Now that I think about it, and now that I'm looking at it, I'm looking at the one of the Nissans here. And you know what? I think that is sort of the same way. There's an extra part to these cars. I think there's an extra part to these cars too. This one too. Interesting. I'm not sure I ever realized that before. So normally, you know how Hot Wheels goes. If you drill one apart, you got a body, you got an interior, you got a base, you got the windscreen, and usually that's it. So essentially, not counting the wheels, so body, base, the windscreen, and the interior. So normally you got 4 parts. Well, this has the body, the base, the bumper piece, the window, and the interior. And the bumper piece is probably going to be one piece that goes all the way around, or all the way through the car. Is likely what it's going to be. Wouldn't know unless you drilled it apart. But it looks pretty good. The graphics on it, again, they got this dot matrixy look to them, which is very disappointing for that. Just pretty low resolution. The color is beautiful though, and it looks really nice. And then of course you've got this one here. Here is the car, I believe, that actually appeared in the movie. I think this is from the original Fast series as well. I'll mix all these up. They've released so many Fast and the Furious, well, not only the movies, but the car series as well. So looks nice. It's a really nice casting. So this one is definitely good. This is the S15 Silvia. And then this is an old school Silvia. Very cool little casting. It'll be exciting to see this in a normal kind of stockish design. I think that would be pretty cool. All right, so that's going to be it for this. I just wanted to show this series real quick. This series of these adult collectible diecasts. And yeah, just wanted to check them out with you guys and see what you guys think about them. So let me know what you think in the comments down below. Did you guys pick this setup? Were you excited about it? I wasn't super excited about it. There was a couple cars that I thought I really wanted to get, and that was namely those two, actually these 3, sorry. And turns out this one is definitely going to be my favorite. You guys know I collect the 240Z or any of the Z cars, Z series cars, so that's one that's right up my alley. So this is one I definitely wanted to keep. So yeah, I just thought this was a pretty decent set. These cars, you know, they're cool toolings, but I don't think this one's ever really had a release that's been very attractive. I think the only thing close was the first Japan Historics, where it was just like a kind of a metal flake violet color, which looked really good. And then after that, it came out in like an orange. I think it was orange. What was the other one then? It was orange. In Race Day, what was it? Yellow. Some yellow color. I don't know. It's just never really had an attractive release. They should release it in a regular color and something. But, yeah. All right. So that's my opinion. Okay, let me know what you guys think down in the comments below, of course. And thank you guys very much. Have a great day.